Okay, this is my review of the Brookhaven experiment. As you can see, it starts off with some really slick icons that look really holographic. And what's really great about this game also is like the way it starts off. You're like in this whole 360-degree area where you can really just check out the entire game world all the way around you. It lets you sit there and check out the shooting mechanics. And in this game, even though it's in VR, you can actually hold up your move controller, aim down the sight, and fire exactly where you want your bullets to go. You can't see the controller, but it's very easy to tell where you're shooting at. In your left hand, you actually have your flashlight. You can move around freely. And if you press your move button, it becomes your survival knife. You can sit there and slice and stab all you want. It's incredibly effective. On your gun hand, if you sit there and press your move button on there, it switches to your grenades. You can drop them. It never hurts if you sit there and drop them at your feet. That's great for getting rid of enemies that's really close by. You can chunk them great distances away. So, without anything further, let's get started on the game. Now, as you can see, at the main menu, we have the options, the campaign, and the survival. We're going to start off with the campaign. Okay. And to give you an example, how many levels there are, there's Abandoned Factory, Town Square, Lab Basement, the Observatory, the Storm Drain, Reservoir, Bridge, Sand Gammon Forest, Peoria Caverns, Radio Tower, and Radio Tower is the last one. So we'll go to the first level. Now, this really is just a tutorial level.
Rama, this is Kali. Maintain radio silence and look out for hostiles. Always check your 6. Over.
Okay. And on your flashlight hand, if you press your circle button, you'll actually do a 360-degree rotation, 180-degree rotation. Okay. You can hang your knife. Nice. Okay.
Your tracker is active, and I can see that you're in the old Fulton machining place. There are still enough active GPS satellites to get the job done. I've got reports of a large herd of hostiles in your area. You'd better unholster. Over.
Okay, now as you can see on your flashlight, there's actually battery meter. So to save the battery, I'm going to press my right trigger. I'm going to press the left trigger to turn the flashlight back off. And your counter for your ammo is actually on the left side of your gun.
Yours is loaded.
You reload with the X button. So. Now the fact that they're move controllers, you actually have complete rotation of them. Even if you want to sit there and shoot like a cop, like this.
Stick to listen-only mode. Your voice will draw more of them to your position. As long as you keep moving, that tracker will let me know you're still on mission. The sun is almost down, so take care of any remaining hostiles in that place and get out of there. Over.
Now with your flashlight, if for some reason you want to sit there and flip backwards, you press the triangle button. I don't know how that's useful. I'm not usually this terrible, but this is my first review, so I'm a little bit distracted. Okay, at the end of the rounds, you usually get to pick a first aid kit, or if you want, the ammo pack. It also includes batteries for your flashlight. So, I only got hit once. I'm still at, just lost 5% health, so I'm going to grab more ammo. Okay, now starting out, you typically only have the Defender, which is the gun I've been using. I've already unlocked the flashlight. This is where you kind of get different perks. The good luck charm, it gives you like a more critical hit chance. And back to the main weapons, you'll sit there and see the vast majority you can actually find. You actually find the different guns, weapons, attachments, ammo, and everything else hidden like in the different crates throughout the levels. There's also explosive ammo, which I, of course, haven't found yet, and the armor-piercing ammo. You get proximity mines, frag grenades, flares for this really just creepy dark areas, chemical grenades, and stun grenades. When you're done, just press a button at the bottom. Now, when you're using a flashlight on your gun, it doesn't use batteries at all. It's not nearly as bright as your main flashlight, but since you don't have to worry about batteries for it, it's the one I recommend. And it helps a lot with those headshots. Now, I don't know how easy it is to discern in the video. The sound is amazing in this game. Everything coming back behind you, it sounds like it's actually behind you. Even whenever it's to the left of you, you can just hear everything in all directions. Don't let me get like a lot closer.
From Town Square, you'll see the lab. It'll be dark, but you won't miss it.
Now, when you're using the perk that gives you like the better chance of critical shots, you can actually even see the little elephant emblem dangling off your gun. Okay, that was the end of the very first level, the tutorial level. So I'm going to actually show you Town Square, and this is going to conclude the review. I love that loading screen, by the way. A little bit like Cloverfield.
You better be using your flashlight if you're not already. Not much use unless you turn it on. Don't turn that flashlight on unless you need it. You'll want to conserve your batteries.
Okay, and before like the levels actually start, you can spin all the way around to kind of get like a really good idea about what you're going to be dealing with. And as you can see in this area, it's completely wide open. You're going to be getting just attacked from like all sides. On the first level, I went with the Defender. This time, I'm going to go with the Spectre. Stick with the flashlight, keep everything else the same, and try not to get killed.
You should see the Brookhaven sign from here. That's where all of this started. And that's where you're headed. Clear a path and be ready for anything. Over.
Like I said, using flash on your gun helps a lot with those headshots. Okay, and since it's a whole new level, it actually gave me full health, so I'm going to go with more ammo. Bullets, bullets, gotta love them. Okay. This time go with the microburst, which is a nice little Uzi style SMG. Keep everything else the same. And here goes nothing. Like I said, tons of bullets. And this time I'm actually going to be using the flashlight. Now when you're using this, it's actually a 3-round burst automatically.
We didn't mean for any of this to happen. We were just curious. How dangerous is it to peek?
And my guess is that's going to be the main enemy in the whole game. Now, the way I'm actually shooting now is I actually have my gun arm resting on top of my flashlight arm. And just like in real life, it helps stabilize the shots to a huge amount. This is on normal. The actual difficulty goes from normal to hard to insane. I haven't even tried those other two. Now this can be the final level in this review. The third waves are usually the worst.
Indoors, you only have to worry about hostiles that can fit through doorways. Outdoors, you better have enough ammo for the bigger specimens.
That sounds freaking great. Dang. Normally I wouldn't let me get that close. I just kind of want to give you guys an idea about like the size of them.
When you get into that building, you need to make your way to the basement and get one of the backup generators going. The generator won't provide enough power for more than emergency lighting, but it will let you use the computers in the observatory. If your path is clear, it's time to move. Kali out.
Okay, and that's the end of the review. Okay, I got this game. It's $20 and it's amazing. I'm like a third of the way through it. For everything I've seen about it so far, I would totally pay full price for it. Just based on the replayability, how intense it is, how much fun it is, all the different unlocks there are, and exactly how much it keeps you on your toes. You can play this sitting down. I'm actually playing standing up, and I just find it a lot better that way. So I'd recommend this game to everybody that likes anything from like House of the Dead, any kind of like Unreal shooter, any kind of first-person shooter, or any horror game. So I hope you guys like the review, and see you guys around.